Hey everybody, it's Mike Frieder here with On-Call Compliance Solutions, and I'm back with another compliance tip of the week. Today we're talking about DFARS, NIST SP 800-171, and CMMC, why role-based access control is your gateway to compliance. So hey, if you're a defense contractor who's feeling overwhelmed, tired, and alone, trying to understand all of this DFARS, NIST SP 800-171, and CMMC compliance stuff, I've got great news for you. You found your home here at On-Call Compliance Solutions, where we can help you transform into your company's on-call compliance hero. Let's jump into it. So here's my question. What on earth is role-based access control, or RBAC? Commonly referred to as RBAC. That's what happens when I go off script, by the way. Just in case you ever wondered, I just say it twice. Screw it. No edits. Let's ride. And why exactly is it such a big deal in NIST SP 800-171? Well, in this video, we are going to dive into RBAC and help you with a better understanding of what it is, why it's so important, and how leveraging it in your system security plan and your systems can be a huge boost to your compliance game plan. Now, role-based access control is a security model that assigns access permissions to users based on their roles within an organization. It ensures that individuals can access only the resources and information necessary for their job functions, enforcing the principle of least privilege and improving security and operational efficiency. The most common execution of RBAC is Microsoft's Active Directory or Entra ID. You know, whatever they want to call it today, it's Microsoft's directory. Microsoft's directory system allows for account creation to be granular and role-based. You can create organizational units, security groups, permissions, and more so that you can tailor the role of an account and what it has permission to access, as well as execute using those roles. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention group policy in there as well, can help control all of this. As an example, you could create a backup administrator that only has access to administrate the backup systems, but is blocked from other areas of the system. Oftentimes, RBAC is utilized to facilitate the principle of least privilege. That is, the concept that users and processes should not have more access than absolutely required to perform required job duties. So, often a role is based off of a job duty. That's a huge hint. Then that role is assigned to a user account or other system account. Access to resources and systems are based on that user's role. By leveraging RBAC, organizations will experience improved security, simplified administration, more easily meet compliance requirements, which is of course why you are here hanging out with me today, and also become more easily scalable. Just to give you an idea of how important role-based access control is, in NIST SP 800-171 and CMMC, here's a list of controls where RBAC can help solve for in most typical Windows systems. NIST SP 800-171 controls addressed by RBAC. RBAC supports several NIST 800-171 controls, particularly those related to access control and user permissions. Below is a list of relevant controls that RBAC helps to address. 3.1.1, limiting system access to authorized users, processes acting on behalf of those authorized users and devices. Next, RBAC contribution ensures only authorized roles are granted system access. 3.1.2, limit system access to the types of transactions and functions that authorized users are permitted to execute. The RBAC contribution here is it restricts user actions based on their roles. 3.1.4, separate the duties of individuals to reduce the risk of malevolent activity without collusion. RBAC contribution, it defines distinct roles for separate job functions, reducing the risk of unauthorized actions. Next, employ the principle of least privilege, including for specific security functions and privileged accounts. RBAC contribution here, it grants users the minimum access required for their currently assigned job duties. Now, 3.1.7, prevent non-privileged users from executing privileged functions and audit that execution of such functions. The RBAC contribution here is that it restricts privileged functions to specific roles, i.e. administrator, audit, and accountability. Next, on 3.3.1, create, protect, and retain system audit logs to ensure user activity can be monitored. RBAC contribution there is logs user actions based on roles, helping to link activities to specific job functions. Pretty cool. Next up, 3.3.2, ensure that actions of individual users can be uniquely traced. RBAC's contribution here is that it assigns roles tied to individual users, allowing traceability, identification, and authentication. Now, 3.5.2, ensure that users are uniquely identified and authenticated before accessing systems. Of course, the RBAC contribution here is that it enforces role-based access after authentication. And 3.5.3, using multi-factor authentication for local and network access to privileged accounts, the RBAC contribution assigns and enforces privileged roles requiring multi-factor authentication. System communications protection, 3.13.1, monitor, control, and protect communications at external boundaries and key internal boundaries. The RBAC contribution here is that it allows only users with appropriate roles to configure or monitor system communications. Look, I could go on and on about the benefits of properly setting up your Active Directory or Entra ID with RBAC, but honestly, if you still need more help after watching this video, then I'd say you know what time it is. It's time to reach out and get help from one of our certified compliance experts. Because at OnCall, we take defense contractors who have had this DFARS, NIST, CMMC, ITAR, and EAR information security compliance stuff dropped in their laps like a seagull on a sunny day. And we teach you how to level up and be a proper OnCall compliance hero for your company, eliminating gaps, gray areas, and getting this solved, all while showing you how to leverage compliance as your secret weapon to land more defense work with higher profit margins. Now, that's what becoming an on-call compliance hero can do for you. If you're looking for more help getting compliant, our compliance experts are always on call for you. Visit cmmccompliancesecrets.com or check out the description below for links to get help right now. If you love the content we're putting out there for you, help us out with a big thumbs up on that like button, or even better, baby, smash the subscribe button to get the latest compliance content as soon as our compliance nerds roll it out. Until the next compliance tip, my friends, stay safe and secure out there, and hit us in the comments below to let us know what you'd like to know more about when it comes to information security and compliance. I'll see you on the next one.